The most expensive airplane in the entire world costs $3.9 billion. Can you guess which plane it is? Air Force One, the president's private plane. While most airplanes don't cost billions of dollars, airplanes aren't exactly cheap and some are incredibly bougie, so today we count down the 10 most expensive airplane seats in the world. Just saying 88% of you watching aren't subscribed, and that's a real bummer because when I become a billionaire and give away an airplane, you might miss it. The plane I'd probably give to you guys would be number 10. Kicking off this list of fancy flights, we've got a first class seat from Air France that is surprisingly cheap compared to some later entries on this list. If you chose to fly aboard their B777 in first class, then you'd be paying a whopping $10,000. Some of the sweet things you get with a coveted seat like this include, but are not limited to, a personal cabin manager to tend to all your flight needs, bottomless champagne, and incredible meals prepared by a world-renowned chef. And according to the reviews, the food on board is phenomenal. One other stellar feature to mention is the staff's professionalism and care for its passengers. When you fly with Air France, they even leave you pajamas and slippers on your personal ottoman. These small gestures really elevate the quality of the flight, making it easy to get cozy for however long a ride may be. Number 9. From one $10,000 flight to another, this next one's being brought to us by Delta Airlines. Delta is arguably the best company from the States to fly business class with, specifically the suites offered in their Boeing 777s. Even if it's not first class, this flight has a lot of luxuries to offer its passengers. When you get aboard, the first thing you'll probably notice is that the seats are essentially personal cubicles. They each have a TV, workstation, and are significantly more private than any other seat on the plane. Not only are these seats super comfy, but they also double as a fully reclinable chair that could turn into a bed if you want to catch a few Z's on your flight. If you wake up from your power nap and feel a bit peckish, don't worry, because along with everything we've already mentioned, this ride comes with a full meal plan. You could choose dishes from all corners of the world, and as far as airplane food goes, Delta is highly regarded as some of the best. But even if that food is prepped by one of the best chefs in the world, it better give me something like wings if Delta wants to see me book a flight this pricey. Number 8. While a flying cubicle is definitely more spacious than a seat on any regular flight, this first class seat goes even further beyond. And when I say that, I mean it's more of a flying office than an actual airplane seat. Priced at around $14,000 minimum for a 12-hour trip, you might need to take out a couple of loans first to fly this lavishly. This affluent seat is available with Singapore Airlines and any of their Airbus 380 luxury planes. From having its own wardrobe space for things like business suits to the sleek and stylish leather compartments for any of your other storage needs, this flight gives you all this in a personal cabin which also has its own screening section in case you want to check out the Tiger King to see what all the hype is about. At Carol Baskin. You even get access to a spacious bathroom, and sure it may not come with a shower, but it comes with literally everything else you need in a bathroom. Gives you a moment to sit down, relax, maybe even freshen up before landing. But yeah, it might cost an arm and a leg to get this seat, so if you save up your flyer miles, it could shrink that cost down to as little as $70. So invest in a piggy bank if you want to be flying like this anytime soon. Number 7. Taking our number 7 spot, we're going to peek in at the Emirates first class suite, and similarly to number 8, they prioritize privacy to the fullest degree. But before you even get settled in, you're greeted by the staff who offer complimentary bubbly, warm towels, and most importantly, hot coffee. I know if I'm flying in the morning, a good cup of joe is an absolute must. After settling in a bit, you're pampered with even more amenities like a personal tablet, binoculars to see the views, and even your own thermostat to adjust your own suite's temperature. As always, they offer a wide variety of amazing meals from the comfort of your own 23-inch wide seat. If that's still not enough to wind you down, then you'll be happy to hear that the chair even reclines to a full lie-down bed complete with faux linen sheets and all. But if you don't feel like settling it up yourself, your in-flight cabin crew will even prepare the bed and wake you up before landing. Number 6. Lufthansa First Class. If you're ever taking a flight from Germany, Lufthansa's first class seats are some of the finest in the world. Before even taking off, you've got a magnificent first class terminal to explore and enjoy. This lounge also comes with a massive luxury bathroom and a full-service dining room if you're hungry before boarding. If you end up taking advantage of that big meal and don't feel like moving much, don't worry because they provide a personal driver to drop you off right at the boarding zone. And once you're aboard the 747, you've got a wonderful staff who tends to you immediately and offer first-rate champagne. The specific champagne they offer is known by the name Laurent Perrier Grand Ciel, a highly acclaimed spirit from France, which costs roughly $350 per bottle. Altogether, the price of the flight is an absurd $15,000, but everything leading up to this flight definitely adds some kind of value, right? Number 5. For an extravagant trip from LA to Dubai, this next flight will cost you a colossal $21,000. Offered by Emirates as one of their first-class suites, this flight has everything a passenger could dream of and more. With excellent food, top-notch service, and even shower spas for its passengers, yeah, you heard me right, you could grab your rubber ducky and take a nice hot shower while flying 30,000 feet in the sky. Now, the showers are limited to 5 minutes each to ensure there's enough water for everybody, but how many planes do you know that even offers this kind of luxury? Speaking of luxuries you won't see on many other flights, they've even got an onboard bar equipped with plenty of different drinks to cater to anyone's tastes. I mean, I feel like it would be kind of weird to have an unlimited bar on a plane. I mean, just imagine how crazy turbulence would feel for someone who had a few too many. Talk about a hangover. Number 4. If you got $21,000 lying around and weren't too fond of that last seat, this next one might suit your fancy. Available from Etihad Airways, this first-class suite is one of the highest rated in all of the skies. Not only for its incredible pre-flight service, but also their on-flight services. In fact, with this package, you have access to a stellar dining area where you could have a gourmet meal before your flight. And after you climb aboard for your first flight, you're given an inaugural gift from them, which is this sweet little replica of a classic New York City taxi. Once you're in your apartment, yeah, I know, they call it an apartment, you've got a cozy 30-inch seat and a 79-inch Italian leather couch that converts into a bed. This flight is fully loaded for someone who has the cash, but did you know for 21 grand you could actually buy your own personal plane? Number 3. So we've already talked about 777s before on this list, but Cathay Pacific's luxury jet is the most expensive among them. With a flight from Hong Kong to New York costing around $26,000, it might drain your wallet so much that you might need to use a cab from the last entry to get out of the airport. Okay, all jokes aside, a seat on this plane comes with some truly awesome amenities. From a personal hygiene kit to real studio-grade Bose headphones, Cathay knows how to hook up the entertainment factor. They even provide free high-speed internet and cable hookups so that you can bring your laptop to play some online games with friends. We can also talk about all the fancy food they offer, but the menu I want to peek at is their personalized pillow menu, which allows you to pick out a cushion based on your comfort. I've seen hotels offer this, but I would never imagine it being something offered on a flight. Number 2. While all of these flights offer alcohol aboard the planes, this one lets you get as hammered as you want before you step anywhere near the gate. If you're flying in one of Korean Air's first-class suites, then be prepared for an array of drinks ranging from wine to stronger options like scotch or whiskey. That being said, you might need to be a little under the influence to spend $27,000 on a single ticket. If you do so happen to drop that kind of cash on a seat, then you might even catch some huge superstars and actors while on board this luxury express. For example, Jeremy Renner, aka Hawkeye from the MCU, was just on this flight last year during a tour for Avengers Endgame. And while you're probably not guaranteed a superhero watching over your flight, you are guaranteed some stunning service from the exceptional staff. They make sure you're satisfied between meals, with in-flight bedding and even the entertainment, so if you find yourself watching Endgame on flight, just make sure Hawkeye doesn't watch, he still gets emotional rewatching the snap and all. Finally coming in at our number 1 spot, we have our last high roller seat available from Etihad Airways as part of an exclusive first-class suite package known as the Residence. This luxurious flight is comparable to an upscale apartment with a single ticket costing nearly $38,000. Because of its exclusivity, the airline has only had one daily flight from New York to Mumbai, Abu Dhabi. This plane happens to be the world's largest passenger plane, the Airbus A380, and this private 3-room suite comes fully loaded with a well-designed bedroom, an enormous living room and TV, and even your own private bathroom. To top off this opulent trip, you're even provided with your own personal butler to customize your in-flight dining experience. Not only do they cater to your favorite meals, you also get to eat your favorite foods with 24-karat gold silverware. This plane has it all and then some. It must be so cozy to literally sleep in the clouds, but even if I'm treated like actual royalty, my curiosity isn't exactly itching enough to justify spending $40,000 on a one-way ticket. But hey, click on screen right now to check out this video. This has been Tommy, keep it here on Top 5 Central.